Hello, everybody. My name is the Dark Reviewer, and today I will be reviewing the movie Snake Eyes. This movie came out a few days ago and is a prequel film to, you guessed it, Snake Eyes, and shows his origins. But we'll get to that later. This movie did get a pretty good rating, if I do say so myself. The movie's premise is okay, but oof, it slows down in a lot of places. We had a 38 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 5.7 on IMDb, IMDb. But all in all, I actually liked the film. It was a very good film. Once again, not once again, once and only time, spoilers ahead. And let's get right into the film. We start off our film with our protagonist, Snake Eyes, walking with his father. Now, they're going to a safe house because his father is working for who later on in the film would be called the Joes. So he's being hunted down by the Cobra. And takes his son to a safe house. Later that night, his father wakes him up and explains to him that they have to leave before the Cobras can find them. But it's too late and the Cobras are already there, so the father hides Snake Eyes inside of a little room. The father goes out to meet the Cobras, and the Cobras take him back inside and are about preparing to kill him by rolling a dice, and if he loses, he gets killed. And it lands on, well, you guessed it. I'll just give you a moment to guess it. You good? Okay, cool. You probably guessed Snake Eyes. And, well, it landed on it. So, as he's about to shoot him, little Snake Eyes comes out and runs and takes down the thugs, or tries to, but is too weak because he's, a little boy. So he runs away as the father smiles in glee, knowing his son is safe. And his son also can fight for him and fight for honor, which is a big thing in this film. Honor, it's more like willing to accept your enemy. That's the best way I can explain it. You see, even though your enemy doesn't fight with honor, and it maybe fight dirty, that means you don't have to fight with honor. Honor is a number one thing. And I'm not going to go much into that because I don't like talking about all that crap. Now, we jump up to years later, where Snake Eyes is fighting a bigger dude and is now losing. So, obviously, as the protagonist of his film, he wins. And, well, he gets brought up by a guy named Kenta, who is looking for a job for him. Snake Eyes obviously declines at first, but then Kenta tells him that he can find his father's killer. So then Snake Eye, obviously, he takes it. But what he doesn't know is what he's getting himself into. Sorry, I just gotta adjust myself real quick. What he doesn't know is what he's getting himself into. So, we jump cut to 6 weeks later. Damn, a lot of jump cuts in this movie. We jump cut to 6 weeks later, as we see Snake Eyes working for Kenta and putting guns inside fish to sell them to people who probably want guns. I don't know. Black market dudes, people on the internet, creepy people. I don't fucking know. They have him doing all this because, to find his father's killer. Now, you probably would recognize this one. Storm Shadow comes up to Snake Eyes and tells him, hey, come here real quick so I can talk to you. Because the boss also wants to talk to you. And the boss figures out Storm Shadow is a spy for his clan, trying to take down their operation. So, Snake Eyes has to kill Storm Shadow, but secretly is also working for Kenta. So he shoots away, and now Kenta thinks like, hey, this guy is not so bad, and tries to kill Kenta but couldn't. And eventually they both make it out of there alive, all the way back to Tokyo, where then Snake Eyes is brought to Kenta's clan to be rewarded for his acts of bravery. And the the grandmother of Storm Eyes, obviously, he likes Snake Eyes so far. So what she does is that she says yes to Storm Shadow's involvement and to training Snake Eyes for and rewarding him for saving his life. Snake Eyes obviously is working with a double crosser because he is working for Kenta, as I said. Goes to see Kenta, and but not after passing the first challenge, which the main chief of police or security there doesn't really trust him, and for good reason. Uh, Snake Eyes goes to Kenta, tells him he has to pass 3 trials to win their trust. So he goes back and takes a look at what will be soon his future outfit. But we're not getting there yet. He takes off, knowing that he's found a way in without them figuring it out, and then goes back to Kenta to find out he is working for the Baroness, and then he finds out that he is working for Cobra, and tries to get out of it. But then Kenta says like, hey, well, maybe you should work with us because, we still know the guy who had killed your father and is tied up at the moment. So Snake Eyes says, okay, fine, you know what, I don't care. I'll just continue working for you guys, but after this I'm done. So he does his second test, which he obviously passes, and then eventually he moves on to his third test of the film, before that they find out where Kenta is, track him down. But Snake Eyes, obviously, he, fueled by rage and vengeance, lets Kenta go free without the knowledge of Storm Shadow. But which then afterwards he does his third challenge, figured out he's not pure of heart, which, well, duh, he's not pure of heart. And the chief of police or the chief of security has kind of gotten used to him, and, well, I guess you could say, which then he finds out that he's not really that big of a dude to maybe you shouldn't have risked his life for Kyoko. But anyway, Snake Eyes goes back to the mainland, or outside of the barrier of the giant walls, but then breaks back in and steals the ruby, or the weird stone that they said gives them immense power. Kyoko, obviously heartbroken that Snake Eyes betrayed her and the clan, has to now fight Snake Eyes to get the ruby, or stone, or whatever. She loses. Snake Eyes takes the stone back to Kenta and gives it to him. But Kenta has other plans and decides to go back to this Shadow Storm's clan or Storm Shadow's clan and kill them all. Now, the movie, it's already off to a rocky start, but it's getting pretty better, or as it nears towards the end. And now Snake Eyes finally getting to have the revenge he always wanted, doesn't kill the man who killed his father, and lets him go, which is never take an enemy's life if they are bound and tied up, because that's not honorable. Again, I don't want to go much into that, but just respect your enemy even though they might not respect you. But Snake Eyes has to go back to the clan, but Shadowstorm and Akihiko are chasing after him. But then Akihiko realizes that Snake Eyes is trying to help them, and she stops Shadowstorm from trying to kill Snake Eyes, which I'd probably want to kill him too after he betrayed our trust. But eventually Snake Eyes and Shadowstorm uh, reunite and are obviously pissed at each other. Or, you know, Storm Shadow's pretty pissed at Snake Eyes, and well, they start fighting for a little bit. Then they have to join forces, is to take down Kenta. They go back to the clan, but to only find out that the grandmother has been kidnapped by Kenta. Sorry, what did I think? That. I'll probably just take that out during editing, but they have a giant fight where they have to team up with the Baroness, and Scarlet is also here. So Scarlet and the Baroness are teaming up along with Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, two of the masters who one of them is a blind monk, which is pretty badass because he is badass, and Kiyoko. So they all team up to fight against Kenko. But eventually, realizing he's too powerful with the stone, so they make a trap for him, and Storm Shadow, why do I keep thinking his name is Storm Shadow, takes the stone and tries to blast Kenta. God, I'm not good with names. I'm sorry. Kento, and then Kenta gets away, but Shadowstorm is not, or kind of not redeemed, but kind of like dysfunctioned. I don't know what the word might be for that, but pretty much he tried to kill an enemy without any honor with it, which again, big plot point in the movie. You need honor. But Snake Eyes are on hot pursuit with Kenta, and eventually Kenta gets the upper hand and tosses Snake Eyes into the third challenge, which, if I might add, is 3 snakes. That snake part with the third challenge, not with the now, but like back when Snake Eyes was taking his third challenge, was a little creepy, and I actually kind of liked it, even though I love snakes. Kenta gets the upper hand and about to kill Snake Eyes, but then realizes that he's led him to a snake pit. Kills one of the snakes, but another snake eats him alive. Snake Eyes redeeming himself because, there's no vengeance in his heart anymore because he let the person who killed his father free. The snakes leave him alone and let him go. Which, at the end of the movie, everything's all good, except for the fact that since Shadowstorm tried to kill Kenta with the stone, he's lost any honor that he would have had with the clan. So then he's thrown out, but he still has a place in the family, which then he takes off the ring, symbolizing his family, and leaves them. It's a heartbreaking moment for the grandmother, and then they figure that, hey, we need to go after him, before Scarlet tells Snake Eyes that his father was a part of the Joes. And Snake Eyes realizes he has big shoes to fill, which finally they are bringing out Snake Eyes' suit after he's trying to leave. So they eventually try to go after Shadowstorm with both Akihiko and Snake Eyes. And then the movie ends with not a post-credit scene, but before the credits start rolling, it shows the Baroness offering a deal to Shadowstorm to join Cobra, and that's where the movie ends. Origins. Now, this movie was very good, very good. It was about 2 hours and 1 minutes long. It didn't feel like it felt like it was a good 3 hours long, but that's a good thing. That I feel like that it should feel like it's good. Now, we're supposed to be getting more of these GI Joe Origins, so let's hope those ones are good and they're not turning out like another Origins we were supposed to be getting, with an alternate universe with a bunch of other, you know, superpowered beings that we know, X Men Origins. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. And if you like this, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of this, please hit that bell and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.